Hi guys, welcome back to the Tech Chap, where today we're testing the speed and performance between the iPhone 7 here on the right and the Galaxy S7 on the left. I'm going to run a whole bunch of different tests to see which one comes out on top in terms of performance, but we're going to kick things off with a boot test to see which phone launches faster. And as you can see, the iPhone 7's ready to go at just over 17 seconds. The Samsung's a little bit behind and takes just over 25 seconds to boot up. So there's a bit of a difference there, but let's move on to some benchmarks, starting with Geekbench 4. You can see the specs here. The iPhone on the right has Apple's latest A10 Fusion processor. That's a quad-core chip, along with 2 GB of RAM, whereas the S7 on the left here has the Exynos 8890 chip alongside 4 GB of RAM. And as you can see, the iPhone 7 blows the S7 out of the water. Look at that single core score difference. It's almost double on the iPhone 7, significantly faster. Moving on to 3D Mark, once again the iPhone 7 is way out in front with a score of 3,294 versus the S7's 2,547. So in these artificial benchmarks, the iPhone 7 is a lot faster, but does that translate to real-world performance difference? Well, let's see how they compare in an app launching test. As you can see, there's nothing running in the background, power saving mode is off, so let's see which phone launches apps the quickest. So after all that, it's a dead heat. Both phones opened 6 apps faster than the other phone. There were a couple of ties there, but really they were on the same level in terms of performance. When it comes to opening apps, there's really not much in it. Moving on to opening recent apps, this is a test of the RAM, and even though the S7 has twice as much as the iPhone 7, they both open the 3rd and 5th and 7th app just as well as each other. None of those have to fully reload. But this is where the iPhone 7 Plus's extra gigabyte of RAM will come in handy, as it will mean that even more apps are in the memory and therefore don't need to fully reload when you go back to opening them. So they're pretty much tied in terms of opening apps, but let's see what the performance is like in actual games. We've got Modern Combat 5 here, and as you can see, they're both really smooth, high frame rates on both devices. There's not really much in it. Moving on to CSR Racing 2, which is an absolutely gorgeous game. Once again, you can see that the frame rates are absolutely great on both. There's really nothing to differentiate them. Even if there is a slight difference in frame rate, honestly, it's not something you'll notice. So it turns out both phones are ludicrously fast and you can't go wrong with either. There's not really a clear winner here except in benchmarks. But let me know what you think in the comments below, which phone you prefer and which one you thought was faster. Do let me know. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the video, please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you again right here on the Tech Chat.